Ready? Hi, kids.
Hey!
Welcome to another episode of Bad Pop Song, the show where we take you through my wondrous carpet ride of film reviews and musical cringe. In this series, I think we actually will get back to doing some songs like we used to.
All right.
So, but yeah, that'll be another episode in this series. So yeah, stick around for that.
See how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I am Bo.
Hi, Bo.
And this is Dan.
I'm Dan. Hi. Yeah. Hey, you should go over to badpopsong.com. Check out previous episodes. Hear some Bo music. Watch his lovely face in action. And get some more reviews and everything you could think of Bo.
Yeah, it's a lot of Bo.
Badpopsong.com.
Yes, and also those of you who are watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe. So yeah, in this episode we are going to discuss the vampire horror film Sinners.
Okay.
Yeah. Saw it last week.
All right.
And I'm telling you, it is.
It's a time.
It is. It's a wild ride.
All right.
It really is.
Well, it's a glowing review so far. Tell me about it. What is Sinners other than vampires and horror?
Well, Sinners is a 1930s Jim Crow era vampire movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It is the latest by writer-director Ryan Coogler, who most of us know. He's done the Creed films and the Black Panther films, and of course his seems to be his regular, who seems to be in many of his films, Michael B. Jordan. If not all, I think. Michael B. Jordan stars in dual roles, in fact.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Multiples.
Yes. He plays twin brothers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's always interesting whenever they cast a single person to play twins.
Oh yeah, the twin brothers Stack and Smoke. And they come back to Mississippi. They're World War I veterans.
Okay.
And they come back to the Delta after years of working for the Chicago gangsters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the money they got from that, they bring back to Mississippi and purchase a sawmill from these KKK folk.
Good old boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they turn the sawmill into a juke joint for the black community.
Yeah.
Which are much of the black community, as you know, at that time were laborers and cotton pickers and things like that. So they just wanted to show everyone a good time. And the movie is full of like just fantastic, soulful blues, gospel music. But the movie is also a little bit of everything. It has somewhat of an international feel. Yeah, there's that. I think that's also where the vampires come in. But I really want everyone to see this film, so I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some native music. There's some there's a lot of Irish folk type music.
Interesting.
Yeah. And because it really deals a lot with like spirits of the past and So yeah, uh,
Hmm.
so yeah, go ahead with some questions for you.
Oh gosh, how do I begin? Um. So, tell me, what kind of a horror film is this? Is this a suspenseful, edge of your seat type of thing? Is it lots of jump scares, or is it just goriness?
Um, it's mostly goriness. Once it actually
Mm,
gets there, there's
okay.
quite a build up be, uh, before the vampires actually appear. But a lot of the earlier part of the film, the two brothers are gathering townspeople
Mm-hmm.
to work at the juke joint, and there's a Chinese couple. Uh, there is a, a woman who is, I guess she's kind of she is, I would call her like she there's something, she has like some supernatural abilities.
Okay.
Yes, and one of the brothers had a relationship with her. And then there's another girl in town who is played by Hailee Steinfeld, and she was seeing one of the brothers before they took off
Mm.
for Chicago, and she passes for white, but she's her grandfather was actually black.
Mm-hmm.
And most recently, the actual actor Hailee Steinfeld uh, has mentioned that she has a black grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah.
it's typecasting, man.
She's a little bit of everything too. She's Filipino, and she's Jewish. So yeah, I think it's cute. She's kind of like a mutt. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, they bring in like the local shopkeepers. Uh, they bring in for a bouncer a cotton picker named Cornbread.
That
And
is a good name for a bouncer.
yeah, and a highlight for me in the film is the actor Miles Canton, who plays Sammy, who is Smoke and Stack's cousin.
Mm.
And Sammy is the son of a preacher. He's the son of a preacher, so everybody calls him Preacher Boy. And his dad is always telling him, "Don't do the music because it's just going to lead you to sin."
Mm.
But he's he's extremely talented. He's a beautiful blues guitarist, and he's also an exceptional singer.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Canton in real life is also a singer and guitarist.
Uh-huh.
So
once again, typecasting.
But he is a huge highlight of this film. I don't even know who the real stars are. Is it Michael B. Jordan as the brothers, or is it Miles Canton? You know what I'm saying? Because I think all three of them could be like the stars of the film.
They all have plenty to do.
Yes, but they recruit Sammy to be a performer at the juke joint. Yeah, and they have enough money to just get this all set up. And I mean, as soon as they bought the sawmill from the KKK dude, there was like, this is happening tonight. We're doing the juke joint thing tonight, and we're gathering everybody up, and we need to get all this food prepared, and
just high gear. Oh my.
Yeah. Wunmi Mosaku plays Annie, who I mentioned before. She's actually Smoke's wife. Yeah, she's again, she's kind of like the supernatural kind of a lady. And but a very, very pivotal character in the film. And of course, Mary, the Hailee Steinfeld character. And I think both of the love and the feelings are rekindled between them as the brothers return. Although there's also a little bit of resentment too, because they just kind of took off.
Right.
But, yeah.
Interesting. That on its own would be a pretty satisfying film, but then you have vampires involved.
Yes.
Does it just come out of left field, or is there sort of like hintings thereof?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't come out of left field. There are hintings early on in the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are well aware that this is going to be a horror film from the start.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There is a scene, again, without giving too much away, because this movie did very well at the box office, and I think it'll be in theaters for a bit. So I'm encouraging everyone to see it. I definitely think it's something you should see on the big screen. But anyway, in answer to your question, there are some native vampire hunters earlier on in the film, the Choctaw to be exact.
Okay.
And so yeah, they are hunting a vampire. So that's all that I will say about that.
Okay.
So it's very interesting. In fact, I will say there was not enough of the Choctaw in the film.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more of the Choctaw in the film, but particularly since that this was supposed to be such an international film. It brings different cultures and religions kind of together.
Yeah. But the core focus is on the Black community. So
it is. The core focus is on the Black community. But yeah, I think again the spiritual aspect of the film too is really cool. And I think it just makes it just such a fabulous film. Again, just
Excellent.
such great performances. Delroy Lindo, who very seasoned actor who's been in the biz forever. They also hire him as one of the musicians to accompany Sammy, and he's they find him at the train station, and he's playing, and he's playing and singing at the train station. So Delta Slim is what they call him. He's a pianist.
That's a good name for a pianist.
Yeah.
A jazz pianist specifically.
Yeah, but but anyway, I think why I'm mentioning all these characters is I think that's kind of the buildup of the film before the vampires show up. They're trying to show you like this community, this diverse community of people, and it is truly a community because everyone knows each other. They all work together, one another. They help each other out, and so I think it contributes to why the film is so meaningful. Yeah, they want you to just, at least for me, I think that my experience was I think they just wanted to get you attached to these characters.
Yep. So you feel bad when they start knocking them out
before stuff starts happening. But again, there are some musical numbers in it that, again, the blues, the soul, the gospel music in it is fabulous. But there's also a lot of there's some native and some Asian and there's and a lot of Irish music and culture in the film, and everyone seems to be partaking in it all, and it all kind of feeds into like the vampires as well. So yeah, it's certainly worth a view. And if you are a fan of Ryan Coogler films, I mean, this is definitely one of this is huge. This is such a huge film, and I think this movie meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
The deal he made with Warner Brothers too was one of those because you know how movie studios they're fearing.
Yeah, they do not take chances if they don't have to.
Well, not just that. Just to, they made the deal that they made with Ryan Coogler was huge and kind of unheard of because he has exclusive rights to this film. He had final say on the final cut.
Wow.
And so
maybe the studio actually does have faith in this film and in him.
Yeah, it's interesting though how it's gonna. This is exactly what he wanted. He got the sort of distribution deal that he wanted to. but yeah, it still makes me wonder how, although it is overperforming at the box office right now.
That's good.
But I'm still wondering, if this deal that he made with Warner Brothers, I don't know if that's going to affect how much money the film will actually make, if they would have just done it the regular way without giving him his exclusive rights deal and things like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering, at the final tallies of how much this movie is actually going to make when it's all said and done.
Don't know.
Yeah,
it's all Hollywood math is very fuzzy.
Yeah, it is. It is fuzzy because this deal is sort of a new thing, and it's something that they're
even just beyond this.
It's something that they're trying to stay relevant.
If the studio wants to say that a film is a bomb, they just have to make up some numbers and it's a bomb. They can write it off as taxes or something,
Indeed,
they do whatever the heck they want, if they want to succeed or not. Hollywood.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm ready for your next question. I think I've pretty much said everything I've wanted to say about the film.
The very important question.
Yes, the very important question.
So you're having a 24-hour film festival from Saturday at noon to Sunday at noon. And do you show this, and when?
Definitely this would make my film festival, and I would it'll be a prime time thing.
No surprise.
Yeah. So this would definitely be like a 7:30, 8 o'clock.
That is Bo's default time slot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the time slot, in my opinion, in my experience, it's a slot when people are most readily available.
Mm-hmm.
It's after dinner, and then it gets out, just not too terribly late. So, you can either just go to bed or,
It is the time of day that's made for broad appeal.
Oh, very good. See? Thank you, Dan. Broad appeal.
Whatever. So, yeah. So, okay. So, yeah. Prime time. You want to give it a rating?
Oh my God, this is a 5-star film.
5-star all the way.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. However it's appearing at the bottom of the screen, I have no idea. Yeah. Sounds like a high recommendation.
Oh, yes. And it's gotten rave reviews too. Mm-hmm. So not
everybody's seeing it if they haven't already.
But do not take my word for it. Go see it. I recommend this film to anyone, everyone, everybody, all. It's not only for horror enthusiasts, but it has, again, I think it has that continuing theme of like keeping the world, keeping us all in check. That the Jim Crow era was a thing, and slavery was a thing, and this movie, not in a probably in a horror movie sort of a way, keeps you in check with all that. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can wrap up there if you have nothing else to say about this.
I've said it all.
Awesome. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Bad Pop Song. Remember to check out our website, badpopsong.com, for latest episodes, links to the songs, films, shows, whatever it is we discuss. Tune in next time when Bo continues to invite us into his magical, wondrous, bubblegum world of all things media and music to make you cringe. Until then, I'm Dan.
I am Bo.
Have fun.
Yeah, stay groovy.